Guys, welcome back to the channel. Captain Chad, and we got Togo. If you've been watching my previous videos, you know exactly who this is and why he's here. He's here for hyper dog reactivity. The dude has like this auto every time he sees a dog, and that's what we're out here working today. I'm gonna have to double check to make sure his e-collar is on sufficiently, because it looks like it's sagging a little bit. An improperly fitted e-collar is about as useless as a boner at a swim meet. It's not gonna do very good for you. Come here, Papa. Good boy. Let me make sure that's on there. See? You know, because the touch points ain't gonna hit properly. So you got to have the touch points on there so that you get a true read. So that you get a true read on the remote. And we're working real low level stim with this guy. It's acted as a magnificent interrupter. Just that tap on the shoulder that a dog like him needs. His mom wants to go on hikes with him. His mom wants to go to the park and have a good time with him without worrying about an absolute explosion. And at this point, this is like a week and a half in. He's proven to me that he has it in him, which is great. I'm really happy with where we're at. But listen, guys, if you have a reactive dog at home and you're watching this video right now and you're looking for takeaways, let me just tell you this. A lot of the time, people are so honed in and focused on a dog's weakness that it takes away from having a good time. We want to come to the park and have a good time. This is my mindset coming into this. And guys, if I could change the way you think, I'm probably going to help you change the way you live. So, hey, what's the worst that could happen? The dude has an explosion? Yes. Okay, that's awful. We don't want that to happen. It's embarrassing. It makes the time not as fun, which is exactly why we incorporate a couple of things. We incorporate a couple of things to alleviate these things. And then once we get a little victory, we just move on and we continue to have a great time. Now today, guys, I came at a specific time in the day when people generally are getting off work and they're out here walking with their dogs. Now I just want to make a point of this, okay? Because I know what a lot of yous do. You wait until you know there ain't going to be any dogs around. Now that's exactly the opposite of what we're doing today. We're hoping to run into other dogs. We ain't going to get nowhere running away from our fears, okay? But a lot of you don't know where to start. We don't know what to do if we do run into the situation. So that's why you don't do anything about it. Now, granted, guys, I can't be of any more service to you than actually helping you in person, but I could only hope that you get some takeaways from this content that I've been posting of him in whatever way that you can. I appreciate you tapping into the video. Hopefully we do get some dogs come here, and hopefully this wind isn't absolutely destroying this audio. I actually suspect it is, and this is just going to be a big fucking waste of time. But hey, we're out here nonetheless, and what we're going to do is enjoy ourselves, and we're going to wait for some dogs to come by. And the ultimate goal is to just utilize a little bit of motivation, a little bit of clear communication, low-level stim, to interrupt his desire or natural instinct, unconditioned response, whatever you want to call it, to launch towards other dogs. It's none of his business. Those dogs are going to mind their business. Well, most of those dogs are not minding their business, but I still don't want him to fucking react. Do you know what I'm saying? Most times the other dogs are really asking for it, but it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit what that dog is doing. I care what we're doing, and so there's a lot of focus on that. Good boy. You bring your food out here, intermittently reward when you can, have a good time. Normally I would just be cruising, but here we're shooting this content because all I got is a tripod. You know, it's 10 times the amount of work to tote this tripod around and find a good spot and try to actually grab the content. Hey, good boy. So yeah, if you appreciate that, leave me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. This is what it's going to be, guys. It's a dog page. You know, so many times I've thought about switching it up, and I will switch it up from time to time, because a lot of these how-tos, you know, I was just talking on my story on my Instagram page, which, by the way, you should go follow that if you don't yet. Pet dog training is generally pretty fucking boring. It's not, there really isn't a whole lot of like magic that goes into it. It's really practical, you know, at least that's just the way I teach it. I'm not trying to confuse the shit out of people with fancy vernacular like the quadrant, 4 steps, positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. Now, granted, that's all good to know and all, and you should know that if you're a dog trainer. But people just need to know how to do it and why to do it, okay? That's what the average pet dog owner needs. They don't need to learn about how fancy your dog training vocabulary is. 'Cause that just goes right the fuck over their head anyway. That's just my personal opinion. All right. I'm gonna turn the camera off. We're gonna hang out for a bit, and then I'll turn it back on if we run into some dogs and kind of maybe take you through some what I'm doing with him specifically. This, the prong collar, the e-collar, I would probably use completely differently on your dog. Maybe I wouldn't be using it at all. That's why I say, if you have a hyper dog reactive dog, you want to visit your nearest trainer that knows what the fuck they're doing, that has a focus on relationship, okay? That isn't heavy-handed, that utilizes tools fairly and appropriately, okay, to make life more harmonious, because that's the entire point of all this shit. All right, stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Like and subscribe. This is one of my favorite spots to bring dogs. Got a little bit of nature to enjoy out here. If you guys are wondering, I got him on about a 25-foot long line. This gives me a 25-foot of security blanket in the event that there's some sort of stimulant that comes by that I don't know that he is drawn to. So I'm kind of giving him kind of like an off-leash experience, which is just allowing him to enjoy his life and discover and use his nose, let the dog become familiarized, and then randomly, you know, I got 25 foot of security, but he's over there sniffing, got his nose in the ground. Randomly, I'll practice a recall. I don't have any reason to call him back to me right now other than the fact that I want to see if he'll come back to me. So, Papa, here. Yes. Here. No. Here. Yes. Here. I'm tapping this entire time. Good boy. Good boy. Got to make sure the touch points are on there. So tighten it up. Okay, break. Oh, good. If the dog voluntarily comes back to me, I want to reward him for doing that as well. I just want him to know that when he comes back to me, there's going to be something in it for him. Does that make sense to you guys? I sure hope so. So I'm going to try to lose him. Start walking. And also, guys, you got to be mindful of your environment. I could be sitting here talking into the camera, and next thing you know, somebody's walking with their dog. I got to be able to see that coming, because if I don't, well, I won't quite be in the position I need to be in to help my boy make a better choice. Does that make sense? Always got to have your motherfucking head on a swivel, cuz. Shit. There ain't nobody out here right now. Ain't that something? Papa, here? Oh, shit. He would have came here. You all hemmed up, dude? That's one thing about the long line. Good boy. Hey, here. Yes. Here. Good boy. Just recall. There's always opportunity for training, you guys. The only difference between me and the average pet dog owner who's struggling in certain context is application and taking advantage of opportunities to work. Most people don't really stay proactive in doing this type of shit. And the people that do are the ones that get the results. And again, that's pretty much all this shit boils down to when it comes to just pet dog training. Now, granted, there's some more nuance and stuff that goes into like behavior modification, in which, again, guys, every dog's different. I'm not going to be able to basically say that what I'm doing with this specific dog might work for your specific dog. A lot of the strategies, hey, here. Yes. Good boy, here. Good. Different levels, different temperaments, different personalities. All this shit matters if you're looking to put forth the most effective, appropriate, and fair program. Guys, I'm going to turn the camera off. Hopefully we can find some dogs here shortly. Stay tuned. Guys, I know this audio sounds like absolute fucking dog shit, but it's what I got. Wasn't able to find any dogs at the park, but as you can see, we found some here, and they look a little bit unruly at the end of this guy's leash. Great opportunity to work. So in the next clip, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a reminder of what it was like about 2 weeks ago with him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a fucking launching dog. And just to kind of show you guys, you know, how far we've come in about 2 weeks. Again, as a reminder, it was like that. Now it's like this. Leave me a thumbs up on the video, guys. It helps a lot. Subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments if you want to see something specifically, because I'm happy to do that for you guys. Love you. See you in the next video. Good boy, Togo. Peace.
Arf!